The reason you're not consistent with toddler tantrums is the same reason that I didn't always clean my bathrooms on Tuesdays, even though I said I would clean the bathrooms on Tuesdays. It's hard to be an adult. It's hard to follow through and do the thing we said we're gonna do, even when we don't feel like doing it. It's really easy to let our emotions drive what we say and what we do, but because we're adults, we can use our higher brain instead. So today I have 3 strategies that are sure to make it possible for you to be consistent with toddler tantrums. So the first strategy is to make a plan and commit. So hopefully this video series is helping you see that there is a very simple approach that you can use to your toddler's tantrums every single time, right? We've got the ABCs, we know exactly what to say, we know exactly what to do. I have that cheat sheet. If you want to be able to see the highlights of this series on a single page, have it for your future reference, either on your phone or print it out. Make sure that you've watched those first couple videos in this series that really walk through exactly what to say, exactly what to do. All of those things will help you come up with the most effective approach for handling tantrums. And then, as you have now made that plan, you can really just implement, you can commit. And part of making the plan is to anticipate obstacles. What might you run up against? This, for me, it comes to mind is decide ahead of time what the boundaries are. What are those rules, or what are those common times that your toddler is tantruming? All of that helps as you just kind of anticipate being successful with this new approach, right? We want it to work. We want to set ourselves up for success. So come up with some phrases to just have at the drop of a hat, maybe write them down on the back of that cheat sheet so that you just have them ready to go. Anything you anticipate needing, basically. Just have a solid idea of what you're going to do. The second strategy is to decide that it's going to feel hard at first. You are not going to be a natural at this right away. Those ABCs feel a little foreign to you, and all those knee-jerk reactions are going to be coming up way before your thoughts to do the ABCs. But you have decided, remember, you have decided that consistency is important. And even when you don't feel like it, you are going to follow through every single time. And just knowing that that's gonna feel hard at first, you're gonna feel like you're floundering, you're gonna feel like you're not totally sure if you're doing it right, you're gonna do it anyway. And you're gonna stick with it, and you're gonna do it over and over and over again, because that's what consistency is all about. And then eventually you will realize it's actually getting easier, right? You're actually coming up with those ideas before they even happen. The third strategy is to see what you're doing as an investment. It's not going to be easy. It's not maybe even going to feel worth it at first, but we need to recognize that what we're doing is actually making life easier. It's easier to have a plan and then stick to it, even though that's kind of tricky, right? The consistency is what we're talking about. We don't always feel like doing it. But if you can just realize you're gonna have less decision fatigue. All the planning and the preparation and the following through means that you will not be forced to make a decision in those moments that you're not really ready to make a decision, not really up for making a decision, meaning like, should I let him do this? Should I not let him do this? Oh my gosh, should I just give in? Oh man, he really is upset this time. Like maybe I should just do some things differently. We drive ourselves crazy, and consistency takes that all out of the equation. We have already decided ahead of time, this is what I'm doing, which means no matter what my kid throws at me, no matter what somebody else says or does, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing the ABCs, and I'm doing it every single time. You won't have to be making those on-the-fly decisions and just kind of reacting to the situation. That is exhausting. That's draining. We don't need that in our life. So just recognize you're actually doing yourself a favor. You might feel like, dang it, why did I tell myself I'm going to do this because it's hard? Just remind yourself, no, it's an investment. I know it's going to work. I know I'm teaching my toddler the right thing. And more than anything, I'm gaining that confidence, that trust in myself, and I'm gonna follow through. I'm gonna be consistent. Consistency is everything for your toddler, just like we learned in our last video. And the thing is, it's everything for you too. In order for this whole process to work, right, the ABCs, you need to think through these things before your toddler is having a tantrum. If we're gonna get ahead of it, we've got to make these decisions ahead of time on purpose so that when our fight or flight kicks in, that often happens during a tantrum, we can just go on autopilot and be consistent. You truly are doing amazing, and I will see you very soon.